objective is here. The objective is to provide a low vision device of highest quality and lowest cost to the largest number of people in the low vision community. Since last year, we've refined the technology, higher resolution display, better processing, better software, a simplified menu, a better way to use the device. And the key to all of this is what I'm holding in my hand here. It's an S7 Samsung smartphone. We use the display, the processor, the camera, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, voice activation, head movement control. All of these functions that exist on the camera go into the software. So we're using every capability of the camera, of the phone, except the phone itself.
Tell us about your milestones for the delivery of this particular technology.
Yeah. Well, we've crossed many, many milestones now. We're registered with FDA. We are actually ready to sell these. We have liability insurance, and we're setting up a sales force. The big challenge is trying to decide how actually to sell this. And there are two paths to follow there. You can either go through major distributors or try to sell it on our own through the website. We prefer selling it on our own through the website, although it's a bigger challenge. And the reason for that is that we don't have to deal with all of the markups that the distributors are going to ask for. Every time you go through another distributor, the price doubles. So it's not so much that we're concerned about making money, but we don't want the price to be so high that the low vision community can't afford this. So the solution, we think, this has not happened yet, but we hope to implement, is to create a web-based low vision community. People would buy this, for example, on subscription. They would belong to the community. They would have access to updates regularly. We'd even create a community blog, a community Facebook, so that people in the community could actually communicate with each other as well as to us. The software would constantly be updated at no additional cost, and I think this would be the best way that we could sell it if we could find a way to implement that process.
How are you going about accomplishing this website setup? Are you in the process of it? Where are you in that stage?
Yeah, well, I've engaged a very competent mobile app company to continue to refine the app, but they are also experts at social media and at promotion and marketing. So I'm hoping that with these people, who I'm not going to name right now, we're going to able to move ahead with our objectives of getting this to as many people as possible at the lowest possible price.
Okay. Would you give us a walkthrough of the technology as its current iteration?
Maybe the best way to do it is to show it to you. Very simple. And I've created a home page that would be very easy for low vision patients to use. All they have to do is find the big circle and press it. And when they do, up comes the app, which consists of two apps, one for each eye. And it looks like this. There's a warning not to walk around too much with it. But this is what you're going to see. The environment here isn't very rich, so let me put this on something that we can actually focus on, like, let's see, maybe that thing there. So simply by swiping this up and down, you can change the size of this magnified bubble in the middle. You locate objects by moving your head around to locate the different objects. And you can also change the magnification within the bubble by swiping this way. Now, of course, when this device is mounted in the actual headset, you can't swipe on the screen, but there is a touchpad on the headset, and I'll show you that in just a minute. There are two other major modes here. This is operating what we call scene mode, but by tapping the back button, you can move to what we call reading mode. If we had some script in front of us, you'd see that the text would be very, very black and the background would be very white. Many low vision people don't like a white background, so you can invert this. You can't see the inversion here because we don't have something to read with. So that you have white letters on a black background. You can move back and forth between those versions. So that's how the device works. I wish we had a richer visual environment here that we could look at, but you kind of get the idea. Okay. So this plugs very simply into the headset, like this. Okay. And when you put it on your head, now I'm looking at the same images that we were seeing before. And I can focus on different ones by moving my head around. Here's the touchpad. When I move up and down on the touchpad, I can change the size of the bubble. And when I move back and forth on it, I can change the magnification within the bubble. So that's how the device works. Okay. Yeah, this one, which shows the relative cost of 3 different devices. This is eSight, which has been on the market for a couple of years. Field of view, and costs $15,000. Here's a new item on the market now, made by New Eyes. This is an augmented reality goggle, also just 30-degree field of view. And this is ours, much less expensive, with a much larger field of view. Our bubble, our magnified bubble, is about the size of the field of view of the competitors. So,
Excellent.
if you're interested in a high-quality device at the lowest possible price, I think we've got the device.